You take antibiotics for a virus. You think veins are just blue tubes, and you don't even know why your body pulls your hand away before you can think. Every single day, you use your body, and at the same time, misunderstand how it works. And here's the problem. Some of these mistakes don't just cost you comfort, they cost you health, time, and sometimes years of your life. In the next 10 minutes, you'll see the difference between things people constantly confuse: arteries and veins, viruses and bacteria, the kind of fat that makes you gain weight, and the kind that actually burns it. And after this, you'll either start understanding your body or keep slowly breaking it out of habit. Arteries and veins are not just red and blue. Arteries carry blood away from your heart under high pressure. Veins bring it back with almost none. Without that pressure, oxygen wouldn't reach your organs. You'd basically shut down within minutes. Arteries are like high-speed highways with thick, strong walls. They handle pressure like a fire hose. If one of them tears, blood leaves your body so fast that it becomes a race against time. Veins are the return system. Low pressure, slower movement. If veins worked like arteries, blood would just pool in your limbs. You'd constantly feel heavy and lose control over movement. Inside veins, there are valves that stop blood from flowing backward, like one-way doors. If those valves fail, blood starts to pool. That's how you get varicose veins and chronic fatigue in your legs. Arteries push blood using the force of your heart. Veins rely on your muscles to move it. If you barely move, your venous system slows down, and circulation gets worse. One system pushes, the other returns. That balance is what keeps your blood flowing properly. Break that balance, and your body starts failing, sometimes very quickly. Hold up. You just learned what 90% of people will never understand. If you're not subscribed, you're simply missing out on gold. Fix this right now. Like and subscribe. Let's keep moving. Ligaments connect bone to bone. Their job is to stabilize your joints. If they're weak or damaged, your joints become unstable, and your risk of injury goes up with every movement. Tendons connect muscle to bone. They transfer the force that creates movement. If a tendon is damaged, your muscle can contract, but nothing actually moves. Ligaments stabilize. Tendons transmit force. Mix them up, and you'll treat the wrong problem and waste months recovering. Ligaments don't get much blood supply, so they heal slowly. Push them too hard, and they just don't recover properly. That's how injuries become chronic. Tendons, on the other hand, adapt to gradual load. They can get stronger over time, but overload them too quickly, and they break down faster than they rebuild. Bacteria are living organisms. They have a cell metabolism and can reproduce on their own. If they're not controlled, they multiply and cause infections. Viruses aren't fully alive. They're more like biological instructions in a shell. Without a host cell, they can't do anything. Once inside your body, a virus hijacks a cell and turns it into a factory that produces more viruses. If your immune system can't stop it, infected cells start breaking down in large numbers. Antibiotics destroy bacterial structures, but viruses don't have those structures, so antibiotics do absolutely nothing against them. If you overuse antibiotics, bacteria become resistant, and when you actually need them, they might not work anymore. And that's when a normal infection turns into something serious, because you basically trained the bacteria to survive. Sensory neurons collect information: heat, pain, pressure. Without them, you wouldn't even know what's happening to your body. Motor neurons send commands to your muscles. Without them, you could feel everything, but you wouldn't be able to move at all. Usually signals go to your brain and back, but not always. Reflexes are handled by your spinal cord. It's faster. If every signal had to go through your brain, you'd get burned before pulling your hand away. First comes the action, then the awareness. You pull your hand away, and only then realize it hurt. Your body optimizes for speed, not comfort, and sometimes it makes better decisions than you. White fat stores energy. If you take in too much, it just keeps growing. Brown fat burns energy. It turns calories into heat. Babies have a lot of it to survive cold environments. Adults barely have any because it becomes inactive. But cold exposure and physical activity can activate it again. Your body switches back into burn mode. If that doesn't happen, energy just gets stored. and turns into white fat. Your body isn't lazy, it just adapts to whatever you train it to do. All these systems aren't separate parts, they're one connected network. Break one, and the others start to suffer. The real problem is that we oversimplify the body and make decisions based on those simplifications. But your body runs on real biology, not internet myths. And the better you understand these differences, the less damage you do to yourself. You don't need to know everything. But ignoring the basics is expensive, and your body always sends the bill.